So I came across this video today. Um, Rotimi, Rotimi. I guess he was a one of the main actors on Power, the hit TV show by 50 Cent, produced by 50 Cent, directed by 50 Cent, written by 50 Cent. Um, yeah, he talks about his wife leaving the entertainment business because of all the dark stuff that goes on behind closed doors, the witchcraft and everything like that. He goes in to some details and stuff, about how witchcraft in Hollywood is real. People really out there selling their souls for this stuff. And it gets deep, man. It gets deep once you get out there. You know what I'm saying. You dip your toe into the water, and next thing you deep sea diving. So it gets deep. But yeah, man. If you're new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Man, please turn on that bell for notifications, man. I'll be posting daily, so want to keep you guys updated. Coming out with new material every single day. We're gonna keep posting, keep putting this material out for you guys. Yeah. So without further ado, man, let's get to the video. Please like once again, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Let's rock.
She's this, she's that, she's da 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 da. So, and she didn't sacrifice herself with witchcraft,
Right.
And for real, like
Right.
she's been approached to elevate to the next level.
Oh, that's a real thing.
Oh, that's a real thing, bro.
That's a
That's a real like witchcraft, voodoo, juju. All of that is a real thing.
To get to the next level in career.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow.
It's a real thing. So she's been presented opportunities like, hey, this is what we do. This is how we move. This is the things that you have to do to get to this level by top execs. And she was like, I'm not with it. And then also she wasn't going to sleep her way to the top. So then it caused her, and she didn't have management really for real. So like she's successful. She's doing all these things. And she's to the point where it's like, I'm drunk, man. I got a drink to get out my head and just find peace. And that with liquor brought depression. So at that point, she was like, "This is not me. I love the music, but I hate the business." And she's just like, "I can't do it anymore." So
That's deep. You know what I mean? Like what he just said, like she had to drink herself out of depression. Like that's crazy just to be like drink yourself out of your thoughts. Like, to actually go into the business, then actually make it, you feeling it, like dang, I put my whole life on the line for this. And then you get to a certain level, and then all these big time executives start telling you like, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this type of shit, you gotta do that. And then she's just like, dang, like she ain't with it, you know what I mean? So that was like the door just got slammed shut in her face. But then to actually know that that's what they doing and shit, just probably blew her mind. So yeah, I can only imagine how she feels. So that's deep.
was how she kind of let it go. But yeah, witchcraft, warlocks, and voodoo, juju, black magic, all of that is hyper real. That's what made me even believe more in God.
Right.
You know?
It's so crazy because you get desensitized to it.
Yeah.
Because you will see like the interviews and there's people telling the stories.
But that's what they want you to do, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's the mission. Like the devil, the enemy can't really. He can't lie to you for real. He got to tell you what it is, and you choose to believe it or not. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this person drinks goat blood. Yeah, but I told you that it did, and it's not hiding it. It's just you just desensitized to it. That no, this is a real thing. You know what I mean? So that's just the ways of the devil.
Has it? You still in the industry, so has that caused any friction at all in your? How have you both been able to manage, still being able to be in the entertainment industry and still standing on what you're standing on?
I just do the work, bro. You know what I mean? There's no gimmicks. I don't do things for likes. I do it because this is my purpose. You know what I mean?
Right. That's authentic. I can dig that. His wife seems really authentic for, turning down all that money, the fame, and everything that comes with Hollywood, to basically just shit on her morals. But, like, I mean, that's deep, man. Like, the witchcraft and shit, it's real out there. It's like, and he said that shit is real, you know what I mean? Like, to make it to the next level, like, you got to do these certain type of things, and, you got to be involved in this type of stuff. So it's just like, damn. It's crazy, These people work their whole lives just to get there. You know, when they finally get there, then they face with this. Like, damn, that's a wake up call. You feel me? So,
And so like she knows who I am, so she knows she has nothing to really worry about. So also she knows she has nothing to worry about, but then she also knows that um that how the industry is. Like, so she knows, oh, he's gonna be working long hours. He's got to go on tour. She did all these things at a high level herself, so she's just like my vessel to help me with that.
Yeah.
So, and then she takes care of our kids. She got her own businesses. So like it's a partnership that is just very unique, and I'm grateful for it. But yeah, I mean, for me, bro, like I go to work. I'm not distracted. I love my supporters. We chose not to play the game of just, yo, what are we gonna do for clickbait? That's where it goes left. And so it's like I know that I could slap a girl on the butt and be like, yeah, this is nice, da 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 da, and then grind on her, and then it's gonna go on Shade Room.
Right.
I know I can do that. Then whatever song I'm promoting at that time is going number one. I know my tour's gonna sell out, but I'm not a gimmick. I don't believe in those things. And I gotta answer to somebody higher than that. Like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing? And so yeah. So again, we realized with that mindset that, yo, let's build situations like this. Like, for example, focus on the tour, focus on the people that genuinely love you, focus on the ability to captivate everyone that gets your message, and stop chasing things. So I surrendered to that.
chasing
I'm
cloud
saying?
and
Like, I
shit.
surrendered to that. So now, but in doing that, I realized how many artists can go on a 30-city tour.
That's the new age.
How
Clout.
many artists can do that? Not a lot of artists can do that. And so when I realized, like, I say this, bro, the biggest thing between a goat and a sheep, I stopped trying to chase being a goat. Goat, if you look at a goat's ears are down.
They don't listen.
That means you don't listen.
No,
You don't listen.
exactly.
But a sheep is ready to listen, and their ears is perky, and they listen to the voice. I'd rather be a sheep, you know what I mean? I'd rather be a servant, you know what I mean? And then work that past. The goat, it ain't it, man. It ain't it. That's something else that they put in your head to think it's something else, and it ain't what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It ain't what it is.
I'd rather be a shepherd, you know what I mean? And if you look, I don't know if y'all do that, but look at the picture of a goat and look at the picture of the sheep. A sheep is ready to listen at any time. So that's what I changed, and everything just started opening up. That's dope.
Was there any opportunities you had to turn down at this point in your career? Like, because obviously she was, in the industry on another continent doing business. Is it the same here in the States that you see a lot of those same practices and same things being presented for people to rise in their career?
Well, here, back home is very straightforward. Like, this is what we do. Hey, this is what we do. Here, it's, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Because it's Africa.
It's Africa. So it's like, look,
you already exposed to this.
This is what we do.
Wow.
This is how we go about it. This is the warlock that we talk to. This is the village we go to.
Right.
So if you want to do it, you do it.
Standard.
Here,
Wow.
yeah. Here, and that's not everybody, but like if it is,
I get what you're saying.
I get it.
But in terms of here, they mask it in different ways, man. Like, sex is in your face every day. Lust is in your face every day. Things that make you question your morals every day. Being a part of perpetuating gossip is every day. So like you're consumed by it.
Mhm.
Like, so you got to choose not to do it. You know what I mean? So that's, for me, I was like, okay, this is clever. It's the industry. It's a clever way to get you to do certain things.
Right.
I got to do that to be. It's the same thing. Oh, so this person did that to get there. I got to do that to get there. Oh, I'll do that. It's the same thing.
Yo,
It
you know what?
comes up.
That's, what that makes me think of?
What?
When I see these award shows and these ladies pulling up, and it seems like the standard of being on these red carpets.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It seems like you got to be naked now.
Yeah.
That's like the trend. That's the current trend.
Hey, and that's true. Like, that's very true. You know what I'm saying? Half these women just walking around, ass out, half naked, like on the red carpet, half naked, and then like younger girls, in society, they look up to these icons. You know what I mean? These celebrities and stuff. So, and they want to dress like them, so they start wearing like no clothes, wearing barely the bare minimum. Barely anything. So it's like Yeah, and they're making the women in Hollywood do some freaky shit, man, just to make it. Making them do all type of stuff, selling their soul, selling their body, just to get to the top. So it's real.
It's a trend right now. It's like the see-through clothing.
Yeah.
I gotta dress the more. It's like the scantily clad ain't even enough. You damn near gotta be naked now.
Absolutely.
To be in front of the world.
Yeah.
And this is now because it's almost getting normalized to see these women be naked in front of us.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's normalized. You know what I'm saying? Everything is normalized now, but hey, it is what it is. You feel me? You can either do it or don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice. Everybody got a choice. You know what I'm saying? The choice is on you. The choice is on you. Just like him, he made the choice. His wife made the choice. They didn't. You know what I'm saying? They didn't fall for that. You know what I'm saying? If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Feel me? So they wouldn't stand it for that. So kudos to them.
Which it really blows my mind.
Yeah.
That it's like that's what you got to do.
Agenda. That's the agenda.
Is that okay? So that's some
intentional.
In some group.
Yeah.
Is pretty much passing these messages down to the management and the artists. And
absolutely, you got to go with it. This is what's hot. First of all, they funnel millions of dollars to put this in your face and make you think whatever you're watching is your choice. No, they put $2 million in artists. They put $2 million in there saying she's gonna run the blog. He's going to run this. He's going to run this. He's going to run the playlist. He's going to run the music. And he's going to run TikTok. We're going to put $100,000 into TikTok. We're going to spend $200 per TikTok influencer. Put $100,000. That's 50,000 influencers doing whatever. And it's hot.
Wow.
That's everything is agenda. Everything.
And I can't say it enough. Like that's so real. Like you got to know it's real because why would they be spending all this money, spending millions of dollars to funnel it? You know what I'm saying? To fund it, to put it out there. I mean, to just do all this stuff, to hire all these people, put all this money behind it just to put it in your face. It's very real. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Some people think it ain't real. So all you got to do is do your research. You know what I'm saying? You search and you shall find. The truth don't need no support.
Again, when you can do things off the merit of just being solid, standing on your morals, standing on who you are, that's why I take pride in saying, we still got a 30-city tour. We still got a UK tour, Europe tour after this. So all of these things, because we're doing it the right way without sacrificing anything, and we're not competing with the dollars that they have to basically do this agenda. Everything now is clout over quality. You get what I'm saying? And so I rather side with the quality side because clout is for 2 seconds. What happens when they stop spending money on you? What happens when they say, you know what? Yeah, 3 weeks is here. You know what? I like that she said this about men. Let's put money around her. This is all they do, bro.
Right.
This is all they do, bro. So you got to fight through that. But, I always say we got Holy Spirit PR over here. You know
excellent.
We got Holy Spirit management. We got Holy Spirit PR. Things just start formulating in a way that I cannot explain it. And I'll truly say, for me, one of my songs, Bestie, has 10 million views. You know what I mean? 10 million.
Wow.
And that's all organic. I'd rather have it where people chose it than, again, to say that and be like, oh, this person got 250 million. I know that it was programmed for y'all to like this. You chose to listen to the album and say, bro, I can't skip it. You chose to say the same thing. You don't hear it everywhere. You hear it when you want to. So for me, just knowing that I have that impact, I stand by that.
I'm glad.
But that's real though. They do that. They be having all these fake robots pushing your stuff, these engines that make it look like, your songs or whatever is bigger than what it really is, like the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, it's just ridiculous. It's crazy when I sit back and I look at everything that happened with that, like how everywhere you look, you turn around, you hear the songs, you know what I'm saying? It's because they was pushing that to us, they was feeding it to us, you know what I mean? And when Kendrick dropped that last bomb, it was like they just went overboard with it. They went crazy with it. Because if you look at it, how do the numbers change so drastically like that? If these people your fans and these people are engaged in this beef, like the majority of these people are going to keep listening to the songs. Like, how do you go from like 40 million views to 330 million views on your next song? Like, I understand the song was big, but it's like, come on, man. Like, how you just like quadruple your views and stuff? Like, just because you made a new diss song. Now, the song was hot though. All right. It was a good dance song and it had a lot of catchy stuff in it. The song before that, Drake had dropped Family Matters. And the song, I mean, it was a Family Matters was a bomb. You know what I mean? And like, I don't even know how anybody like could overcome that. You know what I mean? Like Kendrick overcame that because he had so much help. I honestly, in my opinion, I think they didn't want Kendrick to lose. And after after Drake dropped that Family Matters and it got like 45 million views and it was just he rapped over three different beats and he was like harmonizing with it, like, and he switched up his flow and his melody and everything like on each beat. It was just like it was like he was giving you best of the both of the best of the both. It was just crazy. Like it was like he was giving you best of the both worlds. It was like I can do it all, and I'm gonna do it all on this one song. So it was just wild. Like for Kendrick to overcome that, crazy. You had to have some type of help, like because just go back and listen to Family Matters and just listen to what Drake is saying. The way he rapping is just like dude was spitting bars, bro. Like so that Not Like Us though was it was big time. But yeah, that goes to show you that's a prime example. Is they'll put money around you, put production around you, and push your image out. You know what I mean? Just because they like what you said 2 hours ago. So it's a shady business, and that's real. Like they trying to take Drake out. Why you think they doing all of this? Like they trying to Drake has been making too much money. Too much money. They trying to dim his light so they don't have to give him another big contract. He just signed a $400 million contract. Like they gonna probably have to give him like at least a half a billion on the next one. Like you said in the song, that was a low ball. The record company didn't like that. They was like, oh man, he gonna try to hit us. We gotta push Kendrick. So and then the next song was a mega hit. What a coincidence. But anyways, that's true. The industry really is like that. So but yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it right here, I'm gonna leave it right here. And yeah, like I said, man, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Uh I can't get this out of my head. This shit is deep, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, like the video, man. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications, man. I'm going to be posting content every single day. So, man, I love y'all. Just want to say I appreciate all the support for everybody coming to the channel and supporting me, man. I really do. Until the next time, peace.